What will the 2022 season be remembered for?
Well, I think the single most significant event that happened was the Damar Hamlin story. And, from the time on the Monday night in early January where we all thought we might have seen a death on the football field to the 3 days of waiting while he was in a hospital in Cincinnati to essentially him being a great news story when he finally gets up and around. And then finally, he's sitting at the Super Bowl with Jason and Travis Kelce's mom. I think everybody is glad that Damar Hamlin is healthy, and I believe if he wants to, should be able to play football again.
Yeah, the NFLPA's medical director said last week he guarantees he'll play again. Alan Sills was more muted in his assessment. Hamlin clearly wants to play. It'll be something if he's able to get back on the field. For me, it was the entire Tom Brady drama, wall-to-wall, start to finish, from the training camp absence to the divorce in season to the perceived dip in his play. It seemed like he was constantly creating news. He was the center of the NFL's universe, really from the moment training camp opened until the Buccaneers lost to the Cowboys in the wild card round of the playoffs. And then he kept making more news, and he continues to make news even after the season ends, as all eyes are on Tom Brady and whenever he starts his career as the number one NFL analyst at Fox. But, there have been plenty of great years for Brady. This was a mixed bag, to say the least, but he's still, Peter, at the age of 45, set the single-season record for attempts and completions, which is just amazing. He never had that full-blown Willie Mays moment.
No, I mean, he was always... he won games late. How about having 5 fourth quarter overtime comeback victories? Mike, number 2 on my list is going to be Brock Purdy. The last player picked in the draft, 262nd player picked in the draft, comes in a game that was a gigantic football game in early December. Miami comes to San Francisco with the greatest show on grass with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and Tua. And what happens, Brock Purdy has to come in the game 5 minutes into the game, and he outplays Tua Tagovailoa the rest of the way, and he goes on an 8-game winning streak. And then the drama, one of the weirdest playoff games in NFL history, where the San Francisco 49ers basically finished that game without a quarterback because Brock Purdy can't throw the ball and Josh Johnson is concussed. So it was a very weird, very dramatic year, but an incredible year for young Brock Purdy.
I was going to go more broadly with the dawn of the Chiefs dynasty, but we've talked about that enough. I want to make this about the juxtaposition of the Chiefs and the Packers after losing their number one receivers. Good luck fitting that on the screen. But that was one of the big themes of the offseason. Packers without Devontae Adams, Chiefs without Tyreek Hill. And when you look at how those two teams went forward and the difference between Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, and maybe that is the thing that I can summarize this as being memorable. A stark difference between Mahomes and Rodgers. Mahomes clearly dialed in, locked in, present, available, working with his guys, working with them on his own, giving notes to Andy Reid about what these guys do well based upon their workouts in Dallas, not in Kansas City, where Rodgers was aloof and distant and standoffish, and it showed at the end of the day. The Chiefs win the Super Bowl. The Packers kick it in too late to even get to the playoffs. Your final pick for the most memorable moment from 2022, or what it will be remembered for?
The game in Germany that I witnessed between Tampa Bay and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the reason. I covered the AFC Championship game this year. There was more electricity around this first regular season game ever in Germany. Germany is going to be a key to all international development with the NFL.
My pick is very simple. The Justin Jefferson catch. We've seen it many times. I'll never forget that.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.